Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Royal Red Zone. It is me, your boy, Blitz Renegade, doing a late Raw review. This is Raw from February 17th, 2025. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you like all things NFL, WWE, and pop culture. I'm doing the Raw review for February 17th. That was down in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Spectrum Center. I'm a little late because I won't lie to you. I got to work and I got school and I got this YouTube to balance. And I know what some of you would say, well, maybe you should cut one of those things out. Well, don't worry. I'll be done with school around April and then work will start to slow down. And then I'll be able to just, focus fully on this YouTube. And, once the NFL season is back in full swing, we're going to be putting videos out every single day of the week, going crazy. But I need that fan engagement. I need this channel to get going. So if you like this video, you see this video, make sure to share it with your friends. Share it with people that you know, your loved ones and your friends and all that good stuff. Let's get into this review. Raw for February 17th, 2025. We start the show off with Sami Zayn coming out. Oh, let's go. He comes out to the ring and he basically begs the WWE to give him a match with Kevin Owens. Then the bald-headed bum, Adam Pearce, comes out basically saying he can't give him a match because, if he gives him a match, then it's going to have to be unsanctioned. And he can't stop Kevin Owens from doing anything to him. And, it's not official. Even though WWE will be providing the ring, they'll be providing the venue, they'll be providing a referee, they'll be providing them transportation to get there, but it's an unsanctioned fight. So we have to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn only because they're both from Canada and they rose up and through the ranks together and all that dumb stuff. So it was a stupid nothing segment. It progressed nothing for WrestleMania. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares. Triple H just wants to put over his jobber indie friends. Next, we had AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. Carlito out there interrupting the whole time. Just being a jobber that he is. You had AJ Styles picking up the W over Dominic Mysterio. He hit him with that Styles Clash and then pinned him 1, 2, 3. And I can't lie, it is good to have the phenomenal AJ Styles back on Monday Night Raw, gracing my beautiful television screen. After the match was over, Bron Breakker, who walks around the back all week long doing nothing on TV, came out and tried to spear AJ Styles. And tell me why this bonehead missed when he has all week to prepare for that sorry spear. This dude missed and hit Dominic Mysterio. And then he basically got kicked in the head and thrown out the ring. And they were like, he's humiliated by AJ Styles. And then Pat McAfee was like, the dogs are barking in Charlotte. And then he threw his shirt at him. And then they just talked for a little bit. And that was pretty much it. AJ caught his shirt and they just stared each other down like usual because that's all they do. So I'm pretty sure if you hadn't known already, we're probably just going to get a feud for the Intercontinental Championship between AJ and Bron Breakker. And honestly, if AJ wants his title or wants to be on the show, he should just not even try to win the title. Because without the title, you're just nothing. If you have the title, you're nothing. You're going to go into being like a jobber role and just running around the back, sniffing and looking at people like him and Shinsuke. Next up, we had Ivy Nile versus Dakota Kai. Not much happened. Dakota Kai ended up winning this match. And now she will take on Lyra Valkyria next week for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Nobody cares about this match because Dakota Kai cannot wrestle. Because every time she wrestles, she ends up hurting someone or hurting herself. She is so garbage. Moving on. After that, Gunther comes out from the back, does his intro or his little. He tries to mock Jey Uso doing the yeet. So he comes out from the back of the you know, where Jey Uso comes down the stairs, the Shield, where the Shield comes down. And then he comes down and Pat McAfee's cutting a promo on Gunther. Gunther is like talking crazy to, Pat McAfee was talking crazy to Jey Uso. And then all of a sudden, Gunther starts taking his coat off like he's going to do something to Pat McAfee. He would do nothing to Pat McAfee. And then Jey Uso's music hits, and the security come out with Jey, and they like stop. They're trying to stop Jey from fighting. They're trying to stop Jey from coming down to the ring and fighting Pat McAfee, or fighting Gunther. And Pat McAfee's up on the desk, he's yeeting, and they're just being dumb. Like, this is so, I don't know, understand why we have to have pull them apart brawls when they were making claims that every week until WrestleMania, for 10 weeks, it was going to be living hell for Jey Uso. And every week, Jey Uso beats Gunther. So I don't understand how this is such a terrible build, terrible story. I think Jey Uso should have won the Royal Rumble, but they just have no story. So Jay's throwing out super kicks and beating up security and all this other dumb stuff. And again, they just have a pull them apart brawl where Jey ends up winning again and Gunther's running away as the cowardly heel. And it just makes no sense. After that, Butch has a match with, I believe, Penta. And that the match is irrelevant because after the match is over, Ludwig Kaiser gets in, like, not after it's over, just during the match, Ludwig Kaiser gets on the apron and he starts trying to interrupt the match. While Penta hits him with his finishing move, the Penta Driver, and then he ends up covering Butch, ending the match off. And we're probably going to have some triple threat match or something goofy with them three. But trying to make Penta look strong, having him go against these jobbers, it just doesn't make much sense to me. After the match was over, Kaiser and Butch and Penta all got into like a scuffle outside the ring. And so, yeah, we're definitely just going to get a triple threat. Penta ended up going over everyone. He jumped off the apron and, you know, was taunting and doing all that other dumb stuff. After that, Raquel Rodriguez took on Roxanne Perez. And this was a goofy match. There's no way in heck that Raquel Rodriguez shouldn't have just squashed Roxanne Perez. No way. Well, during the match, the tag team champions from SmackDown, Bianca Belair and Naomi, come out and they interrupt the match because they saw the footage from Friday Night SmackDown, and they're believed to have done something to Jade Cargill. So they're trying to get their revenge for Jade Cargill. So they come out, they start beating on Liv Morgan, and while all this is happening, Raquel Rodriguez is getting pinned in the ring for the 1, 2, 3, and Roxanne Perez is going to be going to the Elimination Chamber. Nobody wants to see her. Nobody cares. Like, come on now. This is not intriguing. This is not cool. This is not fun. The women's division is just, it's in shambles. Nobody cares about if you didn't watch Raw, you missed literally nothing. And so after that match ended, Bianca and Naomi did their little finishing, they did like the KOD. They were trying to hit the KOD on Liv, but then Raquel Rodriguez came out and just stopped it. So again, a nothing segment. I don't know how anybody could be entertained by this. Then here comes the New Day with their sorry theme song and their new heel turn and all that. They're out cutting a promo on how Rey Mysterio is old and how they beat him down, and it was just a stupid sorry nothing promo. They're getting stomped out. The New Day, the new heels, who beat up Rey Mysterio, and Kofi Kingston talking about how he's better than Rey Mysterio. He's been here longer. Is getting stomped out by the LWO. Not even Rey Mysterio, the jobber faction of the LWO. Dragon Lee. And they're running up the ramp. They're in shambles. They're scared running up the ramp, running away from the LWO, being cowardly heels. Like, really? How is anybody going to be convinced by these heels? Nobody is scared of any. There's no good heels because they all run away. Gunther running away. Everybody just running away. And then finally, the main event of the night, the match that we've all already seen, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. The only big takeaway in this match was that Finn Balor didn't kick out when he was supposed to. And there was a pedigree that was set up. Finn Balor didn't kick out. Instead, the ref stopped counting, and this is the second time that this has happened in a Seth Rollins match. Seth Rollins had this happen at Money in the Bank with Damian Priest. Same exact format, same exact thing. There was a spot where he didn't kick out. And I heard one of these YouTube podcasters that I listen to, his name is PC Amplified. Go check him out. He's a really good YouTuber. I love listening to his content. He said that when Vince McMahon was in charge, that would have never happened. That would have never flown. And again, I know everyone's going to get all upset and get all mad and be like, ooh, Vince McMahon, you know. But Vince McMahon would be like, if the wrestler had the opportunity to get over that night and they just missed their cue, too bad, so sad. We're just going to have to, you know, we're just going to have to try it again later, because you can't be missing your cue. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you're insulting the business. Kayfabe is already dead, and everybody already knows that it's a fake sport and it's fake. But you just expose it and ruin it even more when you do stuff like that. Seth Rollins, this is the second time that he's had a match like this, and then the ref is getting all the heat and getting all the blame. It's not the ref's fault. The wrestlers should just learn their cues. They're just too busy focusing on what big move is up next, so they don't know when it's time to kick out. But again, they're professionals, so I can't make excuses for them. They're making too much money. BC Amplified also said that the minimum wage was raised from $2,000 to $3,000, so they're making $100K more. There's no way that this should be happening. But these wrestlers have gotten too relaxed. They're in the back eating and playing video games and just having too much fun under Papa H. So this will never get anything good. Nothing on this Raw was all meaningless. Nothing progressed WrestleMania storylines. WrestleMania is going to be terrible this year. So everyone who was acting as if when Triple H got in charge and this new era and all this stuff was the best thing ever, it's not. The Netflix era is garbage. They're going to be trying to get their money back because honestly, quite frankly, WWE, Nick Khan, and Ari Emanuel, when they were in that board meeting with the Netflix executives, they scammed, they finessed, they did the most to try to make it seem as if WWE was the hottest thing on the market, all because of some merch sales and yeet and some song singing. WWE is garbage. It's trash. It is tragic, and it is boo-boo. Nobody should be spending the money that they're charging to go to these shows. I give this show a 1 out of 10, and honestly, if something like this ever touches TV programming again, I'm going to be upset. WWE just can mail it in because they know that regardless, they don't have to worry. They took it off of cable, but pretty soon they're going to be right back on linear cable, right? Go crawling back, right back to the USA Network. And USA is just going to have to, and SmackDown is just going to have to go back to Sci-Fi because it's looking over. So, yeah, everyone in the WWE is jobbers. So, I just hope that they can maybe figure it back out, but they probably won't, especially under Triple H's sorry booking. But that's it from your boy Blitz Renegade. Like I said, I keep it no holds barred and I keep no flags thrown. So if you don't like it, you gotta respect it. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll be back on Friday with the SmackDown review, and we will catch you guys later. Till then, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Blitz Renegade out of here. Thank you guys.